So hi Taurus, and welcome to your mid-April sort of general look at what's going on for you. So please let me take the time to wish everyone that they're safe from harm, that those that they love are safe from harm. Okay, Taurus, I've already pulled your additional guidance card because every video is taken so long to upload, and it's my way of, because I can only set aside a couple of hours a day to do these. So you've got the Unfinished Symphony card, okay? You're really not the only one. We seem to be dealing with this, a lot of Seven of Pentacles, things been blocked and things stopping. And I tend to remember a lot of your general reading was about something that felt incomplete. And the whole world just seems to have stopped, Taurus. And I guess for some of you that means that you feel just left and there's things lingering. Can you just give me, I just need to shuffle and then I'm going to pull 6 cards. It's what I've done for everyone. I've not even had to clarify much because there's quite a lot of similar themes. So please, and what I'm also asking the cards, Taurus, just so you know, that I'm trying to give messages of hope, because rather than catastrophic messages, because there's really enough going on. So I'm really trying my hardest to have the cards reflect simple messages to guide and soothe through this time. So 6 cards please that will support Taurus. So you've got the King of Wands behind you, the gift is the Ace of Cups, okay, the challenge is the 8 of Pentacles, other people's energy is the 5 of Swords, that's funny with that Ace of Cups in the World card. Oh my gosh, I mean, the 2 most important cards are these 2 because it's the pillar of the energy that's supporting you. The Ace of Cups is that, it's a bit of a protection card. It's also this Eye of the Divine. For a lot of people it is love. It's underneath the World card, which is a completion card, and you're ending in the 10 of Cups. So you got some beautiful cards, Taurus. The challenging card for some of you is work. So some of you might be out of work, and the challenge is your Pentacles. This time will pass, Taurus. This time will pass. For others of you, someone may be turning their back on you. 5 of Swords is in your relationship. So relationship, it can be a bit conflict. I'm actually finding it's very common, and really what's going on, Taurus, is people are just so triggered at the moment. It's a card that I'm pulling a lot. People are just triggered, and when people are triggered, it can just be an energy of everything being a little bit unsettled. I'll try and find out more. So behind is the King of Wands. This could be a fire sign person, or there could be a lot of energy, Taurus, to act. But this King of Wands is sitting down. But it's just energy building, which is maybe what's creating a little bit of stress in your dynamics. Ace of Cups is the gift. So Ace of Cups is very much a card of protection. And it's like sometimes you need to tune into it to receive it. This could be a new relationship energy. What's interesting is the Ace and the 10 both complete themselves in the same reading, because everything starts at an Ace and ends in a 10. So there's some really wonderful conclusion that you're working towards, and the World card is also a conclusion card. So you've got 2 cards of conclusions, completing things. Very, very powerful sense of destiny here. Now, the challenge is the Eight of Pentacles. Why is this a challenge? Because the Eight of Pentacles as the gift is someone who's working really, really hard to complete something. But it's a challenge. So quite a lot of people have been taken away from their jobs. This might be people who are having to work, and work is just very, very stressful. You might be studying. Why is the Eight of Pentacles the challenge, please? Because the Four of Pentacles. Because another way of looking at the Eight of Pentacles is someone, maybe you're dealing with someone who's avoiding dealing with things. Because that Eight of Pentacles sometimes is someone who's turning their back rather than facing things or conversing. And it's with the Four of Pentacles. Again, for some of you, this is about resources, okay? Maybe some of you need to keep hold of what you've got, or you're trying to work towards a future to secure your pentacles. But I cannot help feeling for some of you this is an emotional issue that you're dealing with. The Five of Swords. There's a little bit of turbulence in your relationships. Tell me more about the Five of Swords, please. Knight of Wands, so you get another fire sign person. Now, there's quite a... The Knight of Wands is about exploration, very, very passionate energy. Same as the King of Wands. So you've got a lot of energy of fire, but too much fire, especially if it's held back. Because these two energies are energies about holding energy back. And there seems to be a lot of forward motion based with a lot of restriction. It seems to be the case for most people, by the way. But this Knight, the Knight of Wands doesn't tend to always pair with the Five of Swords, because I love the Knight of Wands. The Five of Swords can be a very much I win, you lose. And I think really why it's showing up is everyone's nervous system is just a little bit stressed. So this Knight of Wands might even communicate. I mean, this is other people's energy. And they might even communicate in a way that's a little bit arrogant. A bit full of itself, because the Five of Swords can be like that. Because if you look very clearly, it's about winning and losing. So quite often, you know, that sort of communication which can be a little bit like I won, you lost, very much based on, yeah, I win, you lose, that very egocentric. But I don't know, why is this communication like this? Because of the Fool card. It's almost like there's a lot of energy of vibrancy here, but there's also a lot of energy about the impulse being held back. Yeah. So when there's a lot of heat, there's an awful lot of heat, but a lid is kept on it, it can be quite explosive energy. And that's what it feels like is going on for you, Taurus. But when I think of your energy, I'm not getting anything that's out of... It just seems to be the theme of what we're dealing with. So people kept apart, impulses not allowed to fulfill themselves, and this this tends to be the stress that I feel I'm dealing with. So this could be the unfinished symphony, the feeling of something's been held back. But then you end in the Ten of Cups, which is a conclusion to the Ace of Cups. And what was a challenge now becomes the outcome. So it's like something the rest of the month is being worked through. Full on the Ten of Cups. Full's a 0, the 10 is a completion card. But it's almost in the process. There just might be a little bit of turbulence. I think what we need to do, Taurus, is we all need to cut each other some slack. I mean, if it helps to talk about me, I'm sort of only okay when I'm on my own. And there's a tension going on. Because really what's happening is the life force is not being allowed to go forward. People's passions, people's dynamic energy, it's like there's a lid on it. And that seems to be what's creating a little bit of tension. But your outcome is outstanding with this Ten of Cups and the Fool card. Because it's a happy conclusion to the gift. The rainbow after the storm with the Fool. Now, the reason the Five of Swords was happening is because the Fool wasn't allowed to express itself, which is about the new beginning, and it's coming into conclusion at the end of the month. Which, I mean, it all depends where you're watching this from. I think most people in Europe, the end of April is when some of the intensity will go down. But you know what I found? I haven't done Leo yet, but all the fixed signs seem to have a little bit most of the most intense readings, by the way. I don't know why. And I'm a fixed sign, so it's just, but they're all ending in a really positive note, but it seems that there's turbulence for the rest of the month. The turbulence in your reading seems to be coming from other people. And try and cut people's slack, Taurus, if you can. Try and allow people to emote. So when we allow people to emote, we allow them to go through their acting out, obviously within limits. But when we allow people to emote, to be upset around us, and we just take a step back, it tends to end in a Ten of Cups. It tends to end in things being resolved and well-being and happiness be restored. But if we fight fire with fire, we get explosions. But if we don't, generally the circumstances work out around us and for us, and our relationships become even more closer. Anyhow, Taurus, I hope that helped in any way. And again, please, blessings to all of you. Safety from harm. And lots of love. Bye.